Welcome to the Belligerent Duck. This is Philip and I'm here with my microphone and I'm going to talk to you today. So, you may be wondering, why is there not a battle report? Well, don't worry, there will be a battle report soon. There was already one, but I had to take it down because there was a problem with the video file, but it will be uploaded again very soon after the problem is fixed. So what's this video all about? Well, there are just some things that I wanted to talk to you about, and I wanted to ask you guys how you would like it if there would be podcast videos like this one now and then. But in order to make this really clear right from the beginning, this channel will always be focusing on battle reports. This is what we're doing, this is what we like to do. And if we continue doing podcast-like videos like this one, then they will not be the majority. First of all, I've already said that there will be a battle report soon. Some of you have maybe seen it for a brief few hours, but then I had to take it down. There was a coding error somehow, and the picture was frozen for a long time, so I had to take it down again. The problem has to be fixed and then it will be re-uploaded. Unfortunately, there was no opportunity really for me to fix it, and it will still take a week or so, unfortunately. This leads me to the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, is just about the channel right now. My situation at the moment is that until Christmas I will be working in Warsaw in Poland, and it will not be possible for me to meet with Thomas and record new battle reports, unfortunately. After the next one, there won't be any others forthcoming until the new year, but then I'll be back and then I will be able to produce new battle reports with Thomas. But for the time being, maybe you are interested in hearing me rumble now and then. Maybe this kind of content is also interesting to you. Just let us know in the comments down below. So much for the channel. Now I wanted to talk about something else. So it has been October. Today that I'm recording this is the 1st of November. The Orktober is over, and I quickly wanted to recap what I think about this October. So this is directed directly at the Orc players out there who have been waiting for October for quite a long time, have been waiting for this codex, and yes, one cannot deny that there has been a certain amount of disappointment among players. So I wanted to briefly talk about where this disappointment is coming from. So as an Orc player myself, what do I think about this year's Orktober? I think what's important to note is that GW has hyped us Orc players for quite a long time with an awesome something that would be coming forth. And so the expectations among the Orc players were really high. So did GW really deliver? Well, I think in part, but I personally think they did not live up to the hype. Why is that? Okay, let me try to elaborate here. First of all, I give you that the Orc Codex, as far as we can tell by now, is great. Okay, I don't have a copy in my hands yet. It has not yet been released, and I'm not one of the lucky ones who get it earlier. But yes, from all we can tell, they did a good job in there. All the different clan cultures and great stratagems and everything. I think this codex is maybe truly the Orc Codex we've been waiting for so far. So I'm definitely not going to poop on this codex. Again, I can't tell 100%, but I think this is a really good codex. So now about the other things, models and releases. So there has been a Speed Freaks release, well, or it will be there in a couple of days. And yes, do I think this is great? Yes, maybe. I mean, I'm not too excited with these sculpts. I like the buggy, the buggy with the squigs, you know, that's nice. Squigs are always nice. I don't know how much I like the racer buggies or racer cars. I can't call them in any other way because they really look like cars in my opinion. I don't find them super amazing, I must say, but for me personally, orcs also not so much about buggies and yes, other vehicles. I love the horde orcs, I love Gretchens, I love huge orcs in huge power armor. I even love death dreads. Okay, they are also vehicles, but not on wheels. Okay, I think this whole aspect of speed freaks is this part of the orc culture of the orc army. It's personally not really so much what I love about army conception. And I mean, it's great about orcs. Orcs is such a large army. They have so many different units, and you can really customize your personal orc force to your needs or to your personal taste. I'm a Death Skulls player. I like some trucks, okay, but I also like big guns and big orcs and stuff like that. Okay, so the point I'm making here, perhaps this whole Speed Freaks release is great and all, but not for me. And probably there are other orc players out there who also don't think that this is all great, but not so much for them. Then you might be saying now, but Philip, look at all the other armies. Almost no other army got such a huge release like the orcs. And yes, it's true again. Comparably, orcs got a great release. I mean, yes, there are a few Primaris models, but to be honest, what came out, for example, for the Space Wolves? I mean, everybody expected something great for the Space Wolves, but in the end they didn't. They got an upgrade kit and a codex. I think that was it. Everybody thought Leman Russ would return now, and I would have loved to see Leman Russ personally, but it didn't happen. So yes, compared to other armies, I think orcs were somewhat lucky. But the question is, for me, is it what the orcs needed? And this is, I think, the big disappointment about Orktober. It's not what they needed. They needed one new buggy model. Yes, that's what they needed. I completely agree. They also needed a war boss on bike. Now we've got a war boss on trike. Okay, fine, okay. But all the other stuff, it was not necessary. But let's look at the models we really needed. And I think this list is actually really long. I mean, they could have made plastic commandos, plastic tank busters. They could have given us a new weird boy. I mean, look at this old ugly Finecast model. I mean, okay, it's okay, but look at this shit face. I mean, look at it. Just look at his face and all of this. I don't know. I mean, sorry GW, it's so not up to date anymore. And I also don't want to use an Iron Jaws Shaman. It's a beautiful model, but I really can't stand to see it anymore because it's in every army. I convert the boss knob to a weird boy, but I would have really liked a new model, a plastic kit for that. And everybody would have bought them because everybody plays the jump and then you need weird boys. I mean, yes, that's how it is. And they did do it. Or what about a war boss in mega armor? I mean, seriously guys, wasn't that what everybody wanted? And why do we still not have this model? I mean, it's so ridiculous. Make a new Gusquill Thraka and let him be something along the lines of the releases you get in Age of Sigmar. Some kits allow you to build the model as a generic version and as the special character version. That would have been lovely, you know, and he should have been in the size, well, of a size that he would have dwarfed Gilliman. I mean, maybe not much bigger, but still bigger than him. Like a huge orc in mega armor. That would have been awesome. And I think every orc player would have bought that thing. Well, instead, GW is giving this opportunity away, and there are other companies out there. There's obviously Cromlech. They have a war boss in mega armor. I personally don't like his face very much, but if you want, you can also put another face on there. And then there is this new release from Artel. This I mean, look at this. This looks like an Orc war boss to me. That's what GW should have done. So let me wrap this up a little bit and try to summarize what I think the problem is about Orktober. Yes, we got a great codex. Yes, we got a good release and we can be happy we got a release. But we did not get what we needed, that is new models for outdated sculpts or models that do not exist yet but are in the codex, probably, like the war boss in Mega Armor. Yes, or no, add to all of this the hype that GW themselves made about this Orktober. I think that's why many players are disappointed, and I understand them because I'm disappointed myself. I don't want to complain too much because I don't think it's fair to complain too much, but we're still paying good money to GW, and I think it's important that we tell them very clearly what we want and what we don't want and what we don't like. Do you agree with me? Or do you think I'm just being a whiny idiot and I should shut up and be happy with what we got? That's okay too if you think that way. Well, so I would be interested in hearing what you think about this Orktober as an Orc player, or even not as an Orc player. Maybe you have an outside perspective. However, I'm very motivated and I'm painting up new models for my army, and I hope I can show them to you very soon. So take care, have fun with wargaming, and again, like and subscribe to the channel, and as I said, let me know if you like to hear something like this again.